Sometimes the best thing that can happen to you as a trader is taking a loss, because that loss will show you the potential problems and holes within your strategy or problems with your psychology that you didn't even know you had. And sometimes it's the thing that finally wakes you up. And honestly, it's kind of bad that it has to come to a loss or a big loss to realize these things. It had to come to a big loss for me back then, but over time, I worked on finding the holes in my game when I was doing bad as well as good in the markets. And what I've realized is a majority of traders don't do this. They don't change when things are going good. They only change when they're forced to look in the mirror after taking a big loss or a series of losses. Then they realize they're over risking, or they don't actually trust their setup and exit early out of fear, or they keep hesitating on every single trade that comes their way, or they don't even realize any of this and quit like most do without fully fixing the problem. But that's how you need to start looking at your losses, as a learning lesson, not something you just go meh and on to the next day without ever figuring out the problem and the solution to the problem. You need to make sure you're not ignoring it and start putting in the work to find the answers. Was it your strategy? Was it your risk? Was it your emotions? Or was it simply that your strategy isn't as good as you thought, and in some cases might even be unprofitable? So don't just take a loss and move on like nothing happened. Figure out what it showed you, fix it, and use it to become better. Even when you're profitable, you should never just take a loss and go, just a loss, moving on. You should make sure you followed your rules and your plan before moving on. And if you find out that you didn't, then back to the lab you go until you fix it.